amazing edifice is towering over downtown Philadelphia, and the view, enough to give you vertigo. It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Toronto Raptors come into town for this one. We're inside the Wells Fargo Center, live from Philadelphia. It's the 76ers. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. We get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And the guys checking out DeMar DeRozan here. What can we expect?
Well, he's one of the most explosive finishers in the game. Guys, 6'7", great leaping ability, and can really run the wing in transition.
Yeah, and a strong frame too, Steve. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Noel sets a screen for Carter Williams. Richardson kicks to Noel, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
On defense, Philadelphia. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable.
That's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Now here's Carter Williams, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
24 seconds.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Lowry. Lowry gets a screen from Johnson. Lowry drives in. DeRozan against Richardson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
It was a slow start at first for Valanciunas, partially because he was hampered by injuries at times. But towards the midpoint of the season, I think he really started to find himself.
And for Valanciunas, in his rookie season, you got to figure, Clark, a big part of it adjusting to the size and the strength of the NBA.
You're all over it, Kevin. He does need to add some muscle. He's athletic, gets up and down the floor pretty well, has excellent hands, which you can't teach. So that's an asset you love to see. I think in time, he could be one of the top scoring centers in the league. You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
Good on the second free throw. Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, the major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise, because they have the potential to do so.
At the line for 2.
Nerlens Noel, 6'11", out of Kentucky, big wingspan, about 7'4". So he's a player who has a chance to be an incredible shot blocker. Of course, following in the footsteps of Anthony Davis at Kentucky.
He's off on the first. And back to Noel, still very slender. The question for him has been, does he have the strength to play?
Not right now. He's got to get stronger. He's first got to recover from that ACL tear that he suffered. But if, in fact, he can get stronger, I love his motor, and I like his potential to become better as an offensive player.
There's a lot to withstand inside in the NBA.
No question about it.
Nerlens Noel, one of those players that has become so valuable in the NBA. A mobile defender who can get out to the perimeter, guard smaller players, but still with the ability to block shots in the paint.
Gay dishes to Lowry. Lowry gets a screen from Valanciunas. Here's Gay, just 5 on the clock, and the shot is good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now the 76ers with it. And for Noel, his offensive game is a bit of a work in progress. But I know, Clark, you love his motor.
I certainly do. You know, at Kentucky, they started tracking players' heart rates during practices to measure effort. And they never had to call out Noel in that regard. He's all effort all the time.
The 76ers again can't hit it. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Gay drives in. And he gets it to go.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Young, a screen on Gay. Richardson for 3. There's the bucket. Good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Lowry gets a screen from Valanciunas. Johnson outside. Takes the 13-footer, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
The feed to Noel. Noel sets a screen for Turner. From deep, Richardson, another 3 for Philadelphia.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lowry kicks to Johnson. Here's Gay. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. 8 points for Gay.
He has not missed yet. 4 for 4 in this first quarter.
Setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Young, a screen on DeRozan. Richardson with it. Lowry picks him up. Richardson, no luck.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Up top, DeRozan. Turner covering. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Carter Williams, the pass to Richardson. And it's Turner off the drive. There's Noel. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Valanciunas. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of their first 6 shots to fall today. Gay gets a screen from Valanciunas. Johnson with a screen on Turner. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas, and he gets it to go. Valanciunas has got 5.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
Now, here's Richardson. Faded away to create the space. 8 points for him. Lowry with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gay is double. Here's Johnson, and he banks in the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
And Young kicks to Turner. Young sets a screen for Turner. This is to Noel. Back to Turner. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Gay gets a screen from Johnson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, you know, the rumors started early last season, and they never went away. Eventually, it all came to a head when Rudy Gay was traded to the Raptors, ending his tenure with the Grizzlies in what was an interesting move, to say the least.
He misses the free throw. And for Rudy Gay in Toronto, not a team that's been as competitive as the Grizzlies, but possibly a better fit, perhaps, for his talents.
I think maybe because they run an up-tempo, kind of spread-the-floor type of offense, and a team that didn't really have a dominant interior scorer anyway. So Gay is going to be relied on heavily by Toronto, and he's going to have to play to live up to that big contract.
More freedom to operate, perhaps, too.
I think so.
He's off on the second.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Outside Lowry. Lowry gets a screen from Hansbrough. The drive by Gay. Rejected by Young. Richardson dishes to Hawes. Richardson the pass to Carter Williams. Young a screen on Lowry. Richardson for three. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
And Toronto making a change here. Gray's checked in. It's Gay on the wing. There's the dish to Hansbrough. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Carter Williams. Passes it to Richardson. He kicks to Hawes. That one goes. Count it. Hawes got his first 2 points of the night. The Raptors have gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Feeds it to Gay. Back to Lowry. And DeRozan. Here we go. Young with the steal. Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered by Gray. And Young kicks to Hawes. And it's all evened up.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Here comes Lowry, looking for his first basket still in this one. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Well, they're not doing themselves any favors. The next possession needs to be a good one. They've got to find their offensive rhythm.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Arnett Moultrie's checked in for Young. And it's James Anderson in for Jason Richardson. It's Anderson with the drive. Fast break Toronto. Here's DeRozan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Raptors lead by 2. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Carter Williams. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Michael Carter Williams, the rare 6'6" true point guard. Both his mother and his stepfather are high school basketball coaches, so you know he's got a really good basketball IQ. That seems to run in the family.
That one is off. And for Carter Williams, unusual height for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's long. I think the main thing he'll need to do at the NBA level is really work on that outside shot. It's got a little bit of a hitch in it right now, and he's got to get that corrected, because if he does, he's got a chance to be special as a point guard.
He's quick and he is athletic.
Yep.
He hits the second from the line. Now Augustine. He dishes it to Hansbrough. Augustine passes to Gray. Here's Ross. And that one goes long.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. Pass to White. 6 to shoot. Pause. Dishes to Carter Williams. Fires from 14. That's good on the jump shot.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Now here is Augustine. He's guarded by Carter Williams. It's Fields outside. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Fields has got himself on the board with 3 there. 76ers trailing. Moultrie setting the pick for Carter Williams. To the paint. Moultrie, that's good. Moultrie's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now here is Augustine. He's covered closely. Fields' shot is good.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Now here's Carter Williams, guarded by Augustine. And it's blocked. Inside. Ross, that's good. And now a 4-point Raptor lead.
So you can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Anderson. No good. And Toronto will come the other way. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game. Good glass work there. Rebounds have been a little tough to come by for them in this quarter.
Well, it looks to me like they're still finding their way out there, but it is early.
Moultrie. Ross grabs the board. Toronto leading by 4. Poke loose. It's stolen by Moultrie. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. Kicks it to Anderson. Here's the 3. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off as assists.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. The 76ers trail by 6. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Drills it from outside. Anderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Toronto. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Augustine kicks to Gray. He feeds it to Fields. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Turner's checked in for the 76ers. He hits both from the stripe. The 76ers trail by 5. And here is Carter Williams. And Turner kicks to Carter Williams. And here's Anderson from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia. Here comes Augustine. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shot denied. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Raptors out in front. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
They've got James Anderson. Richardson is out there with Young. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Noel in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Lowry drives in, and he gets it to go. Lowry's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Raptors.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Now here's Turner. Now the pass to Noel. And he banks in the layup. Noel's got 5 points so far.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, a bold draft day trade for the Philadelphia 76ers, trading away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday for the rights to 6th pick overall Nerlens Noel and a first-round pick in the loaded class of 2014. And for the new front office in Philly, it's a clear direction. Go young and build from the ground up. The Sixers' record will likely take a step back this season, but the experts all love the initiative with this move. Not content to be an average team, guys. They're looking to shake things up.
Doris, a lot of promise on this team. We'll see how they develop.
Well, an interesting revelation regarding Rudy Gay came out recently. I mean, he's had vision issues for years and refused to wear corrective lenses, contacts, or goggles. That might explain why a player with such a great looking stroke would struggle with his shooting percentages from outside.
That's good from Gay. And Clark, you talked about Rudy Gay declining to wear contact lenses. Steve, that doesn't seem to make any sense to me.
Well, there's got to be a good reason for it, and I haven't talked to Rudy about it. But look, I mean, every player has to be comfortable out on the floor. You either, wear goggles or wear contacts or don't wear anything at all. I mean, whatever is comfortable, that's the most important thing.
And both free throws good for Gay.
It wasn't a surprise that the Raptors struggled on the road. Most young teams do. They were 13-28 as the visiting team. They did end the year looking a lot more dangerous on the road than they started, though.
Now, here's Richardson. 8 points for him. Here's Noel. And the layup's good off the glass. Noel's got 7 points.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. The feed to DeRozan. Outside for Lowry. Just 3 to shoot. Releases from 15. And again, Toronto no up. Well, Clark, you were talking about the Raptors' struggles on the road. They didn't have the best road record at the end of the season, as you said, but, Steve, they did show some bite with their play.
One of the interesting stats from the Raptors last year is they actually scored more points on the road than they did at home. And that rarely happens in the NBA. But I think the big thing with Toronto, their defense has to improve more than anything else.
Toronto with the ball. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Valanciunas with the ball. Now guarded by Noel. Shot clock at 6. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Turner against Lowry. This is to Anderson. For 3, Richardson. Richardson missing again.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Lowry drives in. Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. Pass to Valanciunas, and stolen by Noel. Anderson kicks to Richardson, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. The 76ers making a switch here. Hawes is checked in.
Checking in for the 76ers, Spencer Hawes.
For Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Lowry. Back to DeRozan. There's the dish to Johnson. Stolen by Anderson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Turner. And Young kicks to Anderson. Another miss by Philadelphia. Toronto shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Feeds to DeRozan. Down low. It's tipped outside for Lowry. DeRozan on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Gay outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Gay's got 12.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Anderson outside, fires the 3, and he gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 1. Mark and Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
Valanciunas, good. Anderson with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. It's Richardson on the wing. There's the 3, and he gets it to go. Richardson's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Pass to Valanciunas. Launches a 3. Richardson missing again.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Toronto making a change here. Hansbrough's checked in. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Johnson. Back to Lowry. He kicks it to Gay. From 13. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Outside Turner. Back to Anderson. The 3. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Anderson.
24 seconds on the shot clock. 24. Coming out of the floor for your 76ers, Michael Carter Williams.
Here's Lowry. He dishes it to Hansbrough. The drive by Lowry. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, after the Rudy Gay trade sent Jose Calderon, Kyle Lowry said that now the Raptors were his team. And while that might be debatable, he's clearly got the talent to run a team at the point guard position.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And back to Kyle Lowry, a good passer, also an amazing rebounder for a 6-foot-tall guard.
He's physical, doesn't mind throwing his weight around. He's confident. You can see how aggressive he is offensively, always looking to draw contact and get to the free throw line.
Aaron Gray, he's checked in for the Raptors. And so Lowry nails both of them.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He said they simply have to stop allowing points in the paint. They've given up far too many easy shots for his liking. The other thing he touched on was the physical aspect of this contest. He wants his guys using their strength and muscle to make things happen. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks, Doris. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes, Clark.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And the Raptors with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has boots. Oh,
how about that basketball, man?
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Rudy Gay on the wing. Back to Lowry. And again, Toronto no up.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Turner passes to Carter Williams. Turner fires. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Raptors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Andrew Fields checking in for Toronto. And Toronto has possession. Here's Ross. The rebound by Turner.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the range.
Here is Ross. Richardson covering. But they'll get another chance. Hansbrough dishes to Fields. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Augustine. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
Now here is Augustine, guarded by Carter Williams. And he gets it to go.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
The 76ers leading by 6. Moultrie setting the pick for Carter Williams. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Carter Williams has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Look at the points in the paint, the inside game. It's been very one-sided here for a while now.
Well, the defense just hasn't been physical enough at the rim. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have come from the paint. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
To the paint, here's Moultrie, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. Out to the wing. Augustine up top. Shot clock at 5. He feeds it to Fields. Turner with the steal. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result. That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Here's Carter Williams. He's got 11. It's Richardson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Rebound by the Raptors.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Augustine, that's good.
What a great little run he's on here in the quarter.
Philadelphia leading by 5, and Philadelphia calls time here.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court, so I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there, so take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Gray. .119 left now here in the second. Noel passes to Turner. Now the feed to Moultrie. Now Turner. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Moultrie. Carter Williams off the pick from Moultrie. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Carter Williams.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here is Augustine. Dishes it to Hansbrough. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Ross. And again, Toronto with the triple.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Hansbrough. Here is Ross. 5 points in the game. Fields off a pick from Hansbrough. Here's Ross. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Noel sets a screen for Turner. Turner gets the screen from Carter Williams. Right side Turner. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Philadelphia making a change here. Both free throws good from Turner. Gets it off. The shot will not go. And we're through 2 here and a good one. 76ers lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the #1 thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, #1 is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Halftime Report. Out in the city of brotherly love, the 76ers with the lead against Toronto. Active hands is the way you describe their play. Getting a good amount of steals. They're playing up defensively and picking them off. We've seen Michael Carter Williams producing at will against this Raptors defense. He's got 14 points, and so far, he's done a great job playing lockdown deep. The Raptors are still in it and going all out. Their second unit giving them instant offense. They've gone to their bench for scoring, and they've answered the call. A terrific first half for Rudy Gay. He's got a dozen points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. And that'll be all for now. Thanks so much for joining us. The third quarter just about to get underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Carter Williams. He has 14 points and 4 assists. What touch he's got out there. He's hardly missed anything.
Well, they've got to do anything they can to keep the ball out of his hands.
Raptors trail by 4.
Hey, guys, you know, the Raptors were at the bottom of the Atlantic Division once again this past season, but the silver lining there is that they seem to be improved as a team. The problem is the rest of the division improved right along with them.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Toronto right now, Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. And it's Gay in at the small forward. Kicks it out to Richardson. Nailed from three-point land. Richardson's got 14 points for the game. Well, the Raptors, the bottom of the Atlantic with the record of 5-11 against the rest of that division. They'll need to do better than that to climb out of the cellar this season.
Well, it's going to take a lot. Raptors won 34 games last year, but they still found themselves struggling to win games in the Atlantic. It is a good division, but they can make improvement. There's plenty of talent there, and I think that's going to be one of the keys this year, how well they play against teams in the Atlantic.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, Rudy Gay and Kyle Lowry came into the league together as rookies with the Memphis Grizzlies and played 2.5 years together before Lowry was traded to Houston. Now they're reunited on the Raptors. Lowry said, having Rudy coming in, it's really my brother. We hang out together. We do everything pretty much together. He's also excited about what Rudy brings to the team, saying he can create his own shot, a high flyer. He's a big shot guy. He's going to be an all-star. And guys, with Lowry setting the table, he can help make that a reality.
That friendship, such a great foundation for their success. Thanks, Doris. That free throw, no good.
And, you know, coming into the league out of Lithuania, Valanciunas, his reputation was more of a pick-and-roll big man, not the most skilled in the post, but he's starting to show some impressive moves with his back to the basket.
Good on the second free throw. Rolling back to Valanciunas, a good foul shooter for a 7-footer, almost 80% in his rookie season.
That's why this team values him so highly. He's very skilled for a big man. He can spread the floor. And then when you add in his rebounding and what seems to be a good work ethic and passion for the game, I think Valanciunas has a chance to be special.
Just 5 on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Noel. 9 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
No good on that one.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
Good on the second free throw. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already and that they can make improvement with.
Raptors trail by 7. Outside Lowry. Passes to DeRozan. And here's Lowry. Back to DeRozan. Shoots the three. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Carter Williams kicks to Young. On the wing, Turner. Johnson against Young. With the shot. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gay dishes to Lowry. Back to Gay. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 16 points for Rudy Gay. The 76ers leading by 5. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Valanciunas. That's blocked by Carter Williams. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Philadelphia.
Checking in for the 76ers, Spencer Hawes.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. He also talked about creating good looks on the perimeter, saying, we can hurt them from the outside. That should be a focus. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lowry. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Lowry's got 6.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Good.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
The dish to Gay. Back to Lowry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Lowry is a feisty, quick, strong point guard, Kevin, and he's a very aggressive defender, gets a lot of steals, and then offensively, I love the way he's developed his long-range shot. That's something he couldn't do well when he first entered the league, but now he's a big-time three-point shooter.
And he's also a pretty good defender who really presses up and gets into people. He creates steals and forces turnovers, and that, to me, is part of what makes him special, utilizing that quickness and strength to disrupt things defensively.
And Philadelphia making a change here. White's checked in. And he's good on the second.
I think it's safe to say, guys, that the Atlantic Division was one of the tougher ones in the East last year, if not all of the NBA, but both New York teams improved and Boston made the playoffs as usual. Philly was able to hold their own, though, even in a down year.
And DeRozan, here we go. Good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Richardson the pass to Carter Williams. Here is Hawes. He's guarded by Valanciunas. Carter Williams kicks to Young. The jump hook, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Clark, as you said, Philadelphia did remain respectable against the rest of the Atlantic Division, even in a lost season. Steve, they had a 7-9 record for them, and even while they weren't 500, they certainly played better against the Atlantic Division than they did outside the Atlantic.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is because there's some deep-seated rivalries between teams like Philly and Boston and New York. So even if a team like the Sixers is struggling, their fans are going to bring it on those nights when the rivals come to town.
Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Amir Johnson. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Feeds to Hansbrough. That's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Outside, White. Lays it up and banks it in. White's got his first basket.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Outside Lowry. Hansbrough up top. Back to Lowry. Rudy Gay on the wing. A beautiful reverse layup. Gay's got 6 points in the quarter.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why not? That's 8 straight points in the paint for this team. They're making this a very physical battle.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Moultrie comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Anderson in for Richardson.
Checking in for the 76ers, Moultrie.
Gay against White. Gay passes to Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lowry. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers lead. White drives in. Pass to Anderson. His three-pointers off the mark. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Hansbrough with the ball. Back to Lowry for the lead. And that's collected by Spencer Hawes. Hawes got his 3rd rebound on the night. Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Carter Williams off the pick from Moultrie. Carter Williams dishes to White. Moultrie, the pass to White. The 3 from Anderson. And that one's good. Anderson's got 12 in the game.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Raptors trail by 5. Lowry kicks to Gay. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Gay's got 20 points.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. Carter Williams kicks to Anderson. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Pass to Gay. Outside Lowry. Back to Gay. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Carter Williams kicks to Anderson. To the wing on the left. There's the feed to Carter Williams. And it's good. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead.
And you see Dwayne Casey on the sidelines for Toronto. You know, he was the architect of the defense in Dallas when they won the championship back in 2011. So much deserved job for him here in Toronto. And I think he'll have plenty of success.
That's good.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And that defense in Dallas that Dwayne Casey developed as an assistant, liberal use of zone defenses, Steve, and it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, and it was great for the personnel that the Mavs had, but it was a very innovative zone, kind of a hybrid zone, like a switching man-to-man type thing, like almost like a college matchup zone that you see. And I think we're going to see more and more teams, Kevin, playing zones as the NBA continues to evolve. More and more teams playing smaller, running more, playing shooters all over the floor. So zones do make sense, and Coach Casey really is at the forefront of that trend.
Raptors trail by 5. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. He kicks it to Noel. Here's Turner. No good on the triple.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Augustine, that's good.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now Noel, 10 points for him. Out to Turner. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Clock at 4. Another miss by Philadelphia. Raptors trail by 3. Ross kicks to Augustine. 1:15 left in the third. To tie. Rebound by Carter Williams. The 76ers leading by 3. And Turner kicks to Anderson. And he gets it to go. Anderson's got 16 points.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Augustine with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Wide open look. Anderson with the block. Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room. Back to Anderson. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Here's Moultrie, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 7-point 76ers lead. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find some, you're right. Augustine dishes to Fields. Got loose. Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. A three-pointer is right on target. Turner's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers on top, up by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
The 76ers leading by 10. Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. And it's Noel in at the center, walking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The shot by Turner, no good. Toronto shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Now here is Augustine. Hansbrough up top, kicks it to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Shots good by Turner. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. He feeds it to Carter Williams. DeRozan against Turner. can't get it to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Augustine off the pick from Johnson. Augustine dishes to Ross. Raptors get it back. Hansbrough. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Tyler Hansbrough, a physical player, came out of North Carolina. Known by his Pacer teammates as Gooch. Is really good at drawing fouls in bunches, even in limited playing time.
Well, free throw drops for Hansbrough. And for Hansbrough, a low career field goal percentage for a big man, but his free throws help make up for that in a way.
Yeah, he's a guy who's just going to put his head down and try to create contact, get to the line, find some garbage points around the basket, but he's an energy guy and someone you love having coming off the bench because of the spark he can provide when he enters the game.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
I think you have to be physical to be a dominant player in the NBA, but Spencer Hawes shows that you can also be effective without being kind of a grinder inside. He's a very skilled passer and shooter, even from the block, and that's what makes him such a good asset on this team.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Hansbrough setting the pick for Lowry. Kicks it out to Gay. Nice D from Carter Williams. Going back to Hawes, he isn't a banger down low, but his ability to stretch the defense quite with his outside shooting and passing more than makes up for it.
And, he might not be the prototype in terms of what a dominant player in the NBA looks like, but he'll always find a spot on the roster and be a long-term player because when you have his size and can find the open guy and hit open shots, there's always a job for you.
Toronto calls timeout. You have to like what we've been seeing from Carter Williams.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
And thank you, Doris. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Turner with the steal. All alone. And he gets it to go. And now a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Lowry gets a screen from Hansbrough. Outside Lowry. And DeRozan. Here we go. And there's the pass to Johnson. And he gets it to go.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Young, a screen on Lowry. Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. Off target with his 3. Raptors trail by 10. Johnson sets the screen for Lowry. Dishes it to Gay. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
It's stolen by Hansbrough. The drive by Gay. Passes it to Lowry. The dish to Johnson. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Turner. Lays it up and banks it in. Turner's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. Here's Hansbrough. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Feeds to Young. Turner against Gay. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely, and it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
The Raptors making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Both free throws good from Turner.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit, and that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
Lowry drives in, rejected by Carter Williams. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Johnson.
He's a high-effort guy, always looking for the offensive rebounds. He's got a skill set that coaches love to encourage.
Yeah, he's kind of like a pushover parent. You know, somebody that lets you have your way all the time. He'll give you plenty of seconds if you don't pay attention to him.
Shot clock at 6. Young against Johnson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark, if they're going to cut into this lead. They've got to convert those boards into points.
Carter Williams can't get it to go.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Gay kicks to Johnson. Turner against Lowry. Pass to Gay. Gay right side. Ball's knocked loose. Young with the steal. Here's Carter Williams. Pass to Young. Richardson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Richardson, good. Raptors trail by 12. Outside Lowry. Gay dishes to Lowry. Gay against Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Gay. Not a lot of room. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. The 76ers leading by 10. Richardson kicks to Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. Richardson the pass to Turner. Clock at 6. Young's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Lowry with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Gay's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And here is Carter Williams. Now Young inside. The shot is off. Excellent D there by Johnson.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
Lowry drives in from deep. Gay. Raptors get it back.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job in bodying up his man.
Richardson dishes to Carter Williams. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Six to shoot. A 3 ball, and there's the rejection. And he recovers it.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. They set the pick. The feed to Young. They need this one. No luck.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Gay kicks to Lowry. Back to Gay. Gay gets a screen from Valanciunas. Out to DeRozan. The drive by Lowry. A baseline J. It's Lowry again missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Richardson. And Young kicks to Carter Williams. Young outside. And here's Richardson outside. And the shot is good. Richardson's got 21.
Boy, he's putting up big numbers in that three-point column, guys.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Toronto calls timeout. You got to like what Jason Richardson has done in this game.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys not to use so much of the shot clock, saying early offense is going to be the key for them from this point forward. He said the other key was going to be their ability to defend effectively in transition. He wants to seriously limit the fast break points allowed. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Philadelphia leading by 8. Carter Williams with it. He kicks to Young. Richardson against DeRozan. It's stolen by Lowry. And it's blocked by Carter Williams. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Richardson. Good. Richardson's got 12 points in just the second half.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 10. 1:20 left in the fourth. Here's Lowry. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
The Clark thing burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Carter Williams, the pass to Noel. He dishes it to Richardson. Johnson against Young. Good work defensively by Johnson.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Gay dishes to DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. .41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they foul intentionally. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, basket here and pretty much wraps it up.
That's his second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your 76ers, Michael Carter-Williams. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Not as productive a trip to the line as he would have liked, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
The shot by Gay. The offensive rebound.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Carter Williams with it. Now defended by DeRozan. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Young kicks to Noel. Banked in off the glass.
Man, that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 9. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quit in them.
And I think you have to respect that attitude and approach. I know most teams would have called it a game already.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Augustine kicks to Hansbrough. Up top, Fields goes up at the stripe, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. So the 76ers win it. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Jason, obviously you began the game with a large lead. How did they creep back into this one?
We just let them get back in the game. We started being aggressive on the defensive end. They got some easy layups. We can't do that, especially during the season. When you bury your team, you got to figure out a way to keep them buried.
No doubt, Jason. Thank you so much. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Carter Williams.